Today I just wanted to share with you this look. I suppose it's kind of Arabic inspired. I wanted to do a copper highlight in the centre and then a halo of a more plummy undertone. If you're watching this on my free app, thank you so much for downloading it, and I hope you're enjoying it. Please let me know if there's anything else you want to see on it, if there's something you're really stuck with. Honestly, any questions, I'd love to hear from you and know that I'm not just talking to myself. But without messing around any longer, here we go with the makeup. Starting off with Smashbox Primer. Then I'm using a little bit of the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation. And I've been using the serum version for years, but I thought I'd try the slightly thicker one, as I like a little bit more coverage round my chin area especially. I've only used it for the last couple of weeks, but I do really like it. It hasn't given me a flare up. It does give you more coverage than the serum version. The only thing is I think I prefer the texture still of the serum version because it's slightly more sort of fresh and dewy, but still a lovely foundation. I'm going to go over with the Beauty Blender just to press it into the skin a bit more. With the Kiko Full Coverage Concealer. Do just a bit more on my chin. I'll go back to it once I've done my eyeshadow, but just want to knock back a few of those spots. So with this concealer, I find you just want to heat it up a little bit with your finger and then use, it does help with the Beauty Blender just to sort of work it all in so it looks nice and natural. I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer, which is another good one if you want one that's a little bit matte but also really affordable. I think this one's about £5 or something here in the UK. Brighten this area a little bit. I'm going to go back in with concealer after I do the eyeshadow because I'm going to use a pigment that's probably all going to drop down. And it's actually easier if you're going to use a pigment or anything. Sometimes it's worth doing the eyes first, but when I'm doing it on clients I still like to do the foundation first, just in case they're watching, because until you get the foundation on sometimes people can be like, oh, I'm not sure, and then once you get the foundation on it all comes together. So either way, if you do your eyes first, just wait until you've done your skin before deciding whether you like something or not. A little bit of Maybelline Colour Tattoo on and on bronze. I'm going to use that as the eyeshadow base, so like a primer, but you could use like MAC paint pot. I use quite a lot. This one has a nice sort of bronzy tone to it, and it does stop the lid getting too greasy. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Rimmel Scandalise eyeliner in black, just to define my crease a little bit. Get a little bit of smokiness. I'm just going to go in with this Morphe's 35W palette, which is the really nice warm browns. I'm going to start off just emphasising that deeper colour with that shade there, which has a slight plummy undertone. Blend out the edges with that sort of warmer mid-tone, just to soften it all out. highlighting it with that sort of matte neutral shade. Don't want that bit to be too shiny. Now on the centre of the lid I'm going to use matte copper sparkle pigment. You can just use these straight from the tub, but they work best applied either straight onto like a paint pot, or I'm going to use Fix Plus spray on my brush. So just a little tiny bit, you don't need a lot. And then it's quite good from the lid. This is the old school packaging if you're wondering why it's bigger. When you use it wet, it almost looks like metal then. So just spray on your brush and then work it in with the pigment. This also works well if you're using an eyeshadow that doesn't adhere very well. If you want more colour payoff. Though with an eyeshadow, just make sure to either like scrape it out or use it on the side of the eyeshadow, because it can do a funny coating over the top, which makes it hard to use. And then to make it a bit more of a beauty look, I might do a liquid liner. I'm going to try this Rimmel liquid liner, which I've not tried yet, and I'm even going to try it with a brush, which is a big thing for me because I just love using an angle brush normally. But it's nice and creamy. I'm going to neaten it up with a little bit of that Kiko concealer and a flat edge definer. And I could leave it like that, but I might just go over it with a little bit of the NYX Studio liquid liner, just to make sure all of those gold bits are covered over and it's nice and black. Those copper bits, sorry. Cool, so I'll use a little bit of this Rimmel liner underneath. Just a little bit. Then that same Morphe's mid-tone, just to soften it and set the liner underneath. I need to go in with a bit more concealer, cover that. It's my daughter's second birthday party on the weekend, so I got a little bit bad bags. Let's cover those bad boys up. And I'll set it with a bit of powder. I'll try this collection pressed powder. The colour's Candlelight. I've not tried this one yet, so I'll let you know how it is. Oh, it smells a bit of perfume there, that's okay. Now for mascara I'm going to use Dior Addict. I don't think I like this powder, it makes my skin quite dry. This is just the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. This colour is Taupe. And then to set my brows I'm going to use this Asda Tinted Brow Gel. It's called The Tamer. This one's blonde. So I'm going to use the contour from the LA Girl Glow palette. then the highlight is a kind of yellowy goldy colour. So it could definitely be a bit too yellow for some skin tones, especially if you're quite pink undertone. Go in with that sort of lighter peachy colour. You could adjust it depending on your skin type tone. With a look like this, I quite like using false lashes. But if you wanted to keep it a little bit more fashion, you could always skip the false lashes. If I was doing it for a shoot, I might, sometimes you don't want too much going on with fashion, you need to sort of pare it back a bit, but if we're doing it more beauty. This is Persistent Peach MAC Pro Long Wear Lip Gloss. Try not to go mad, as the eyes are quite full on. And just a little spritz of the Fix Plus spray. This one's running out. It's just a nice way of setting it, and my skin's quite dry at the moment, especially that powder looked a bit dry, so this will just give it a bit more life. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and picked up a few little tips and tricks. If you're watching it from my app, thank you so much for downloading it. You're a legend. And if you're not, I've got a free app and I'm plugging it right now. But yeah, it's just, I wanted to share some tips and some reviews and product lists, and I thought, oh, there we are, put it all on a nice app. So I hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye!